Are there any formal charges in this structure?
No.
No. And then, more of the formal charges here.
Oxygen's +2 and carbon's -2.
Yeah, oxygen is +2, carbon is -2. So essentially, carbon took 2 electrons from oxygen. Do you think that's going to happen? No. And so what we can say is we can rule this one out, even though this has an octet, just the way the electrons are distributed in the structure are not the best. In other words, carbon came out way ahead and oxygen came out way behind. Sometimes it does happen that carbon gets an electron from oxygen to maintain an octet. That is, this doesn't make sense. Does it make sense that carbon would take 2 electrons from oxygen? Does it make sense? No. But there is one unusual structure here, and this is very unusual because of the formal charges. This is the best structure for carbon monoxide because this is the only structure that you can get that makes an octet, but it does have weird formal charges. What are the weird formal charges in this structure? Carbon monoxide would be an exception to what I just said because, carbon doesn't normally take an electron from oxygen.
Yeah, plus minus.
Yeah, it's plus and minus. Who has the plus? Who has the minus?
Carbon is the oxygen.
Carbon has the plus, oxygen has a minus?
Opposite.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Oxygen ends up with a plus. Well, you count short 1 electron. Who got that electron? Or
Carbon.
This is weird because oxygen is more electronegative, right? Since oxygen is more electronegative, we don't expect carbon to take an electron from oxygen. But in this case, it has to, otherwise we cannot get an octet. If we drop the formal charges to 0, then we end up with this structure. And so this would be with 0 formal charge. But there's a problem with this structure, and that problem is carbon does not have an octet. And so it boils down to having 0 formal charges with less than an octet versus weird formal charge with octets. And it turns out that this one unusually is a favored structure. So this is kind of tough because, but our octet is the main goal, is to get the octet. This is why the book focuses on the octet. All right, so today's quiz, we'll do